Hey, it's Shauna from Picking Up the Pieces. I have not posted on YouTube in probably a year or more, and yet I receive comments on my videos every single day. So I thought I'd take a few minutes to check in, let you know where I've been, and also to let you know that I am and will continue to be here for you. If you don't already know, I still check in every day and I still reply to every comment that comes in. That being said, remember, I am not a therapist, I am not a professional relationship expert, but what I am is somebody who went through a truly devastating breakup after a very abusive relationship. And I wanted to start this channel to help other people to recover from similar. Now, one of the reasons I've not been posting on YouTube anymore for a long time is because um, I got over my breakup. And here's the thing that nobody wants to hear, particularly if they're holding out hope that the relationship will restart, which is at some point, you have to step away and bear with me because that could take a number of different forms. Okay. So stepping away does not mean that you're giving up on the relationship. Stepping away means that you're giving yourself time um, to heal from the relationship. Because if you don't give yourself space, and for that matter, your partner or ex space, there actually is very little chance of any real healing. And what you have to understand is that if you don't heal, neither will the relationship, even if you happen to get back together. So here's the thing. As I mentioned, I am not a professional, though a lot of people have been contacting me asking if they can have a session with me. I've been doing it for anybody who really feels like I'm somebody who would help them. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy to be there for you. But here's what I do know. I do know that it took me basically a full year to get over my ex. And in that time, when I say that I was listening to the experts do podcasts and YouTubes 24/7, I literally mean that I had these podcasts playing while I was eating, while I was working, and yes, even while I was sleeping. I found it particularly useful to listen to them while I was sleeping because if I woke up with some sort of anxiety, and maybe I had a bad or sad dream, or, it's very normal to have anxiety after a breakup, then I would have like a comforting voice playing in the background that I could listen to until I fell back asleep. All of which is to say that I listened to thousands and thousands of hours of experts talking on repeat. And I have to say that the one that helped me the most was Coach Lee. I always recommend him to everybody, particularly anybody who is struggling with no contact. No contact. I know those are like the last words you want to hear if you're hoping to recover your relationship. But I'm here to tell you, as somebody who did no contact, first of all, it works. It works in two ways, and it worked for me both ways. In the beginning, when I wasn't ready to let go, my ex did come back. In fact, he came back a number of times. So the no contact did work in that way, and that means zero contact. That means not looking at their social media. It means not texting them, calling them, talking to their friends, like really, really separating. Um, and when he came back, I did get back together with him simply because I wasn't ready to let go. Now, was that a smart decision or a rational decision? No. No, it was a purely emotional decision, but, um, each time I got back together with him, I got stronger in myself in knowing that I needed to get away from him eventually. I know that sounds crazy. But also, the second thing that no contact does for you is it allows you to be on your own and to heal. Um, if you are afraid, I did a video of this. If you're afraid that if you go in no contact, you might not want your ex anymore, and then what? Um, the answer's sort of in the question. But if you go into no contact, the goal is to separate emotionally from your ex so that you can learn to stand on your own 2 feet again because nobody is your better half. You are your best half. Don't forget that. There may be people who complete you in the sense that you feel um, really whole in your soul, not a whole, like complete in your soul with them. However, you have to own your own power. And so when I was going through a breakup, and I told you I was listening to these videos 24, 24/7 for a year. Again, even while I slept and worked, all the things. So even as I was going through this, I was one other thing I was doing was I was going to therapy. I was also going to Al Anon meetings. I don't know if you know what Al Anon is, but Al Anon is when you are the friend or family of somebody who has really alcohol, but alcohol or drug problems. So it's not the same as Alcoholics Anonymous. It's for friends and family, but it's the same 12-step program. Now, that helped me a lot, but at the same time, and though I recommend it for everybody who is going through that kind of a relationship, the only reason that I was there was because of this ex, which meant that when I broke up with him, I also broke up with Al Anon. Not because I don't think it's a useful program, but because it was keeping me tethered to this person because he was the only reason I was there. So I had to break away from that. And also, when I was listening to all the other relationship gurus, I really gravitated to the ones who were saying, like, what I wanted to hear, which is basically, yes, there is hope. And yes, you can get back together with your ex. And I would like turn off the tough love ones because I wasn't honestly ready for them. But the truth is, those are the ones you need to listen to. Now, I'm not here to give anybody tough love. I'm actually here to support what you're going through and share what I've experienced or what I've learned in the process of breaking up. And again, I have been doing sessions with people, even though I'm not a professional. I have to emphasize that, but people keep contacting me about that. And I'm happy to be here for anybody. That's why I started this channel was just to share my experience and hopefully to give some people some hope because I know that when I was going through my breakup and quite frankly because it was an abusive relationship, even when I was back in my relationship, it just felt helpless. And I would scour these videos waiting for someone to say that one thing that I wanted to hear. I get that. And I hear that in the comments that you leave on my videos. And I want to tell you everything is going to be okay and your ex is going to come back like mine did. But the truth is, I can't guarantee anything and neither can anybody. The greatest relationship therapist in the history of the world is not going to be able to guarantee you how anything is going to turn out. The only thing that you can guarantee is how you heal yourself. And here's the upside: when you do the hard work on looking at yourself, finding your own faults, what you brought to the relationship that wasn't like the best you, no matter what the relationship, we all share some responsibility for what happened. I accept my responsibility in the relationship that I had. Um, but if you can't identify your own role, how A, are you going to heal? And B, how are you going to um, sort of fix that challenge so that your next relationship is better and healthier? Because here's the thing: your next relationship may very well be with your ex. And if it is, and you both bring back exactly what you brought to the table when you broke up, well, you're gonna probably wind up with the same ending. So, making yourself a better person is gonna give you a better chance of like a healthier, stronger, and maybe forever relationship if your ex comes back. And if your ex does not come back, well, then you're going to be a better partner for whoever your next partner is. So that's all I wanted to say today. I just wanted to check in. Yeah, it's foggy here. I'm in Santa Monica, California, but I'll take the fog over the snow any day. And you know what? No matter how foggy it is, no matter how hard your breakup is, don't forget, the sun will always come out tomorrow. Wishing you a good day.